Hello everyone. Today we will meet the great champions of Florence, Dandy. Nice to meet you and welcome to this channel. Hello Dandy, how are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me here.
So,
D&D from the Exalt team,
all right.
and it's a pleasure to be here with you, Vittorio. Now I can see a friend.
Okay, cool. So I'm happy that you stole our title in Italy, and for that reason I forced you to answer some question, and so we can start with an easy question about how do you prepare for the tournament?
We spend a lot of time with the team after each reveals, so we try at first the low rate set one hero like Girl Ring, Atsadi, because they had a lot of support. But in the end, we didn't find a list which was great, and the time was running. So um, I was more comfortable to play a deck I know, and I choose to pick Sigismar and Wingspan. Also, I was expecting a lot of Afanas and Sigismar since it was the two main character at the end of set one. It was the best deck at the time, and for everyone, I think it was easier to play something you know and something you're comfortable with. So you have to play a deck that beats Afanas and Sigismar, and that's why I pick Sigismar. And the third reason, it was 2 weeks before Florence, Equinox made a limited list with some cards like Even, Axiom Bastion, and Afanas wasn't touched. So I was expecting a lot of Afanas. But to be totally transparent, I was tested a lot with Trest and Rossum, and if the Bastion wasn't banned, uh, it's not banned, but it's kind of banned. Um, I would play uh, I would play Trest in Florence.
Okay, okay. So
But
honestly, I was the same. I mean, I was testing Trace also after before the ban. So I was choosing the deck. I started like for 2 to 3 days Trace also, but so then we did the same thing. We go with Sigismar.
yeah,
So you
the
created
deck was
you
crazy.
yeah
The
yeah
deck
yeah
was crazy.
yes. And how do you created the deck? I mean, you played with your friends, and but how did you choose the cards? Did you what was the process to choose the cards like Jack Frost or Tiny Jail? Just good cards, or just to beat Afanas or beat some deck?
So the deck was created the first version by Ciadus, which is a friend and also an Exalt member. And the main inspiration was the set one Sigismar from Exalted, the first one, which was a control version and with Kelon burst, sticky note seals, and you remove everything your opponent plays against your token, and you win one expedition by one expedition with your token. So it was from Exalted, meaning we play this in March 2024, almost a year before Florence.
Cool.
And we was like, why we got some great support card for controlling. Like we got Tiny Jail, which is the first removal you can cast twice
Ah,
because
yeah.
it is not fleeting. And also you get Jack Frost, means you can sabotage, a kind of way to sabotage your opponents, spending less mana than Spy. So this was the purpose of the deck. You need to control and have a great toolbox, like a Pokemon deck. Like you draw everything you need. You have a lot of uniques that draw cards, and when you have like 5, 6, 7, 8 in card cards in hand, you can remove and play around everything because you have a toolbox in your hand and you can do whatever you want.
Okay. The next question is very easy. How much some follower, my follower, asked me to tell you to ask you how much do you spend on your unique cards? Did you spend a lot?
Not so
Because
much.
it
No,
is
no.
pay to win game, pay to win game, or they say it is true of pay to win game.
I agree. If you have a big, bank card, bank account, you can buy a lot of stuff. But my uniques are pretty cheap. For example, the Frog Prince was like 20 euro, and
Okay,
it was a friend who lent me the card. Also, the Runescream Monolith and the Even Warriors was open, so I was pretty lucky in the end to get
yeah,
those. But I will not spend too much euro on the cards. For example, my I spend 50 euro for Nordisk Adect who spam token.
okay,
Uh, we'll talk about them later. But it was like 50 euro for something
oh,
like crazy. But I will not spend a lot of euro. You can find some really great Unix for cheap. You need to spend a lot of time to
yeah,
find them. And also draw cards in Sigismar wasn't searched at the time. Now it's pretty common and it's expensive now, but at first it was not. And also, maybe we can just make a quick cut. I will just send you a card that I buy like for 30 euro.
okay,
And
okay. Yeah, that card. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing the card. Yeah, a friend of mine bought a similar card also. It's like 2 mana, but he must to pay one more mana to discard permanent. And this is very good. And did you say that you bought for 50 euro? No,
no,
for
for 30 euro.
30 euro. Cool. Very, very cool.
So
Yeah, yeah. You can,
you
yeah.
can find some great bargain.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean,
Is-
I think that we have to do, cioè, we have to do digging and trying to not stick with the meta deck. We need every time to change something, no? I mean, to improve,
Yeah.
improve the decks. Yeah,
And also you can this is a community game in a way, so maybe if you can gather with people and meet people, you can if someone don't go to a tournament, you can uh, share cards, or also if you don't play the same faction, you can share Unix.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah, that we do that also. I every time played the big tournament with landed cards. Not Anangé, no, but the other tournament. Yeah, they landed me good cards, good unique because if you share, it is better. I think. Yeah, totally. I totally agree with you. And so we go on with some other question about your deck. And did you have any strategy? For example, if you I'm playing against Muna or against Bravos, do you think about something, or you just played a lot and you go? Did you have some tips to give, or just something cool that you think about it when you face some heroes? I don't know. I keep this
Uh,
card all the time, or something like that.
of course, you will keep most of the time, every time your Unix that draw cards.
Okay.
Not every time, most of the time, because if you have already a lot of cards because you make three Baba, you or attorney draw cards, you will not need more. And this is one of thing you need to know about the deck. You need to know when you have to stop draw cards and just play the game like tempo and
Yeah.
just use your removal. Most of the time you will keep Jack Frost also and Tiny Jet because they are the main key cards and the main reason why you play the deck in the first place. For some matchup, like we play
Oh,
uh, hypothermia for Muna because you need to have something to go over the Muna Bastion
yeah,
because this is the toughest
nice.
matchups. Once once Muna put his Bastion, your deck is pretty much crappy. Like Tiny Gel does not f- is not great against most of their cards because they have too many stats. Um, Teamwork is too expensive,
Yeah,
and you are in a kind of way like you have to face anchored cards, and you cannot win. So you need to be really aggressive in the early turn. You need to take the lead most of the time, and in the end try to steal the game. But I think this is the toughest matchups. For the other, it's pretty, I will not say easy, but you need to play around like normal cards. There is nothing special to do about. And
yeah,
if you keep um, you have like some take cards. For example, um, I was playing Monolith Legate for Unix that spam token against Sigismar
oh,
because if your opponent plays it well, you cannot sabotage the
yeah,
Unique. So when he plays his Unique, you have to just lose the expedition, but you put the Monolith Legate against it and just sabotage it after rest.
yeah.
So
I'll set
it's
up.
not
Yeah,
it's not an easy deck to play because you need to know what your opponent is doing. And after that, when you know what he's doing, you need to keep what you need to do, what you need to have against his deck.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, easy, easy, easy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand what you say. I hope the other people that are listening us understand that. Yeah, and so just to cover up about your deck, so maybe you already answered. So which cards let you win the most, or which card surprised you in some matchup that you was not expecting? I mean, yeah, you like already told some of these cards. So, which cards did
It was
you?
really impressive. Um, Legate was impressive.
Oh, okay.
Rallying Call was really good. Just to have an after you against deck like Athenas. Sometimes they play around Tiny Jail, and you need to have a lot of after you. Tiny Jails are correct cards, so Rallying Call was really impressive. And the last one, probably Jack Frost, because I think it's the most broken card of the set to right now. I'm sure it will evolve, but um, on play effect exhauster card is
Yeah,
really really good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Very broken. But and how much with your recall? How much sleep did you remove from Afana's players? Did you count?
Uh, not
Did you
not so
remember?
much, not so much because when we play run rallying call, they don't want to put your fingers asleep,
Yeah.
just losing mana. So, oh, one card I always keep in my hand was Sunman. Sunman was
Oh, it was
because
brutal.
it's so flexible. It's so flexible. You can use it as a finisher, like easy. You put 0/3/3 stats and slip something on your opponent's side. But you can also make some trades and keep a card in your field with 2 boost,
Yeah.
meaning the next turn you have a great push to 2-0 your opponent. So
Yeah.
Sandman, I think I keep them every time I saw them.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I agree. That card is very good. And did you find some card that you didn't like, or every card that you played in your package was good? Did you like all?
No, I think Mobile Armory was a 7 drop one, but was not correct card. I think we can cut it.
Yeah,
Also, also hound. I
Hound.
played one hound
Yeah.
dog
Cool.
because I like dogs. That's why I want to put one copy in it. But I think I put it in mana every time. Uh,
Awesome. But it was better the Overseer. Hound against Overseer. I think that is slightly better
uh,
Overseer. The Overseer is the
Definitely
one.
overseer.
Yeah.
Definitely overseer. And um, the week after Florence, I was in a French tournament in Tours for 100. We were 80, around 80 people,
Okay.
and I was playing overseer over on this time,
Oh, okay. Cool, 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 cool.
like two
So
copy.
I'm happy that
Um,
I think that I was thinking about these two cards that you told me. I'm the same page. I mean, when I saw your list and I tried, of course, I tried a lot also, and I spotted these two cards was a bit off or I mean normal cards, but maybe something improvable. And did you replace with the overseer or with something else? What did you put? What did you change
uh,
right now?
I put right now. I think I need to
Oh, don't worry, don't worry.
improve the FNS matchup. So I
Yeah.
think I will change a lot of cards. For example, I will play a Great Endeavor.
Okay.
Um,
Common?
so as rare, as
Rare.
rare.
Okay.
So there need to be some adjustment to the deck list.
Okay.
Also, Overseer is a really great card, especially against the mirror match,
Mhm.
because you will trade expedition most of the time, and you will have something an expedition behind, so it's easy to trigger it.
Yeah.
And I think there is some. You will see. I will make some ad for the Exalt channel because you will see a deck profile from Theodus who's winning a 200 people tournament yesterday.
Whoa.
So and we improved the list again another time. Now with Great Endeavor, so you will see the deck list in
Okay. Okay.
soon.
Very 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 nice.
Uh,
Okay. Cool. We will check
we cut
because
we cut the Frog Prince.
do
There
you
is
know
no
that
Frog Prince in the
there is
list.
no frog prince? No frog prince. No common frog
No
prince.
Frog Prince. Yeah,
Whoa.
three Monolith Legate,
Monolith
like more
legate.
controlly.
Okay.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
controlly.
All this spy, did you go up to three or just keep one?
Two spy,
Two
two
spy.
spy.
Okay, okay.
Like we
I like.
also
And
improve the packet control a lot.
okay, okay. And do you know that we will have a tournament of 64 people next week? So people are
Oh,
preparing with to beat Afanas and Sigismar. They don't know how can we how it will end up. So I hope that someone listening to you, I hope that they will learn something and try your deck maybe or something similar. And
I hope there will be some kind of exotic decks, like some Atsadi player
yeah.
or something spicy.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying at Sadio also. I'm trying Ugrang. I did 1-on-1. I win and lost one game against a Sigismar. So I that was playing your list, but maybe the different player depends who is piloting the deck, of course. But yeah, we are trying to do something new, of course. All the community. And about the event, did you reach well everything? How was the organization? Can you tell me just a few words about the event of Florence? How it was? Did you
The
reach
event,
well?
the event went smoothly. Everything was really nice. The organization was really well. Like we did on Melee, and it was great because the
Uh-huh.
after each round it was quick. Also, the organization had prepared a meal, which was lasagna, and it was really great. I'm not a lasagna specialist, but I like it a lot. And where, when I saw it, I was like, where I can buy when I can buy it. So everything was really nice. Also the venue was we had a lot of
Mhm.
space to play, so everything was perfect.
Okay, okay, cool. And did you find something improvable about the organization? You say that it was all smooth, but maybe I don't know something that was
Maybe
kind of hard.
translation,
No,
but I was the only non. We were two
yeah.
non-Italian speakers. For everyone, it was easy to speak in Italian, and we had some like the Italian community was really nice and translated for us. So
Okay, okay. Yeah.
thank you, like especially you, Vittorio, and also
Okay.
Rocco and
Rock.
Matteo. Um, so.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
Grazie mille.
Grazie mille. Yeah, I think that the translation stuff was the main issue that I had on Angers. So it's sadly it's a common problem that it's normal. I think that especially if you go on French or Italy, that there is. I mean, maybe if you go in London, English is a common language that you can understand everybody. So it is easy maybe, but okay. Anyway, so we have just a few questions that some followers ask me to ask you. So why do you play? Well, maybe you already answered to that. Why do you play unique that doesn't spawn token, and you play the card that you draw cards? So unique. Yeah, I mean I know the answer, but tell me to the
I have
audience.
I have three Unix that spam token, but I think not it's not healthy for the game, but it could be
Mhm.
frustrating to for someone to see a Sigismar play one card, then like two or three cards, and have a full board, and it's really frustrating. And also, since we lost Ozma as common and rare in
Yeah,
Ordis is banned now until it's rework, and you need to have a draw engine, and
yeah,
Unix that draw in arrow makes you two cards, which is a lot, especially in altered when card advantage is costly most of the time. So, and
yeah,
if
yeah, yeah,
if you need a toolbox, if you need the removal, the specific one for these specific matchups, you need to have a lot of draw cards, and that's why I choose to play Unix that draw instead of spawning token.
yeah. And but
It
why don't you
still works.
play field reinforcement? The spell. So everybody ate that card. I'm the only one that like that card. That draw card, the spawn a token. It's just a
I like
cycle.
it a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Cool.
like it a lot. I played it in Apenas.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
I call it the horse when I'm with my friends, and I play it in most of my deck have a field reinforcement at once in there, even Sigismar at the field reinforcement, because every card that draw, I like it a lot. I like it when I can have a big end and play whatever I want. So, but sometimes you cannot. You need to be behind to you or tied to have
Yeah.
to act,
Yes.
and most of the time you will be ahead. So
Yes.
with Sigismar you will be ahead since
It's
you have a token, so you cannot use it efficiently.
Yeah, I agree. I was playing it only because maybe if you draw it on open end, you can play it just as a card for opening end, just for that. But yeah, just to cover up the odds, ma. that we miss. And when you was talking about your uniques, I remember your last turn of the tournament. Do you remember your last turn for the tournament and which card did you put on the mana? Did you remember?
It was a unique.
Yeah, it was a unique.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
unique that drew because at this time, like I said, I had all the answer in my hand, and
yeah, 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 yeah.
it was, and if I drew more cards, I will look for something I don't need.
Yeah,
So it was not the correct play to keep it, and I need to keep all my gas to because I
yeah, yeah,
have just enough gas to go for game. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
put it in mana. It was the correct play.
Yeah, I think that I was looking you and I was saying yeah, I think that the unique must go because your mana was perfect to do like 2 or 3 creature and then the removal or maybe one tiny cage and teamwork training. So you had
Yeah.
every the mana was perfect if you put the unique on the mana. So I was saying yeah, very cool, Dandy. So okay, cool.
Sometimes it's really difficult when you have a Unix and you are like, oh, I need to put
Yeah,
it in mana. No, I will keep it because it's a unique. But no,
yeah.
you need to make the best play you can each turn, and sometimes you need to put unique in mana.
Yeah,
It's
especially
really difficult.
yeah, especially in the last turn when you have to close the game and yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Very very nice. And so last very question is yeah you have already answered, but how much is important hypothermia and rally call on your deck? I mean you already answered. So did you find some matchup on the tournament where you use it, hypothermia or a recall? Did you find some Muna where you used the hypothermia, or maybe some rally call? You already told me a rally call you used, and so did you remember something about
I
some?
remember hypothermia on the only Teja I faced.
Okay, yeah,
And I win on hypothermia,
yeah,
and also it happens you make combo like hypothermia rallying call, and
yeah,
um, also one of my best plays was hypothermia against Mighty Jin. Since Mighty Jin has
yeah.
no stats in water, you can just if your
You
expedition move,
bypass,
you will
yeah,
you will probably bypass and go in water, and after
yeah,
that your opponent has a big tiny Jin, but you will have still 0 in water, and you can move again.
yeah, 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 absolutely, yeah. That and
And
you are
for
and you can't draw or ramp also, so
yeah,
it destroy a rare a simple common destroy a rare. I mean, it awesome. It is awesome. Okay, and
but
so
But in fact,
yeah.
for we cut it because a lot of people are playing Rallying Call now, and so we cut it for
Oh, really?
more. Yes, we since we play Great Endeavor, we choose to cut it hypothermia to not have too many spells in hand, which happens a lot of times. Um, for example, in top 16 in tour, I drew sticky hypothermia. In the turn after, I drew again sticky hypothermia. So my end was like teamwork training, tiny gel, hypothermia sticky, hypothermia sticky.
Ooh,
So I
very
lose
bad.
on the spot because I had too many spells. So
Yeah,
we make some change, but it's still a great card, and he opens a
yeah,
new
yeah,
way to play Sigismar. You can play Sigismar with a lot of bureaucrats and just hypothermia them and play like a warrior. So it's really funny.
okay, and
Uh,
we can just
During the
back.
tournament, it was not a
You can.
matchup, but it was a man. It was a
Okay.
man. It was Rocco.
What?
During the tournament, it's not a matchup who was difficult, but it was a man to beat, and it was Rocco, because he plays Afanas like
Oh, very good. Okay.
almost perfectly, and I lose against him in round,
Wow.
and he's really good with Afanas, so
Okay, okay. So
it
just
was the
Rocco.
toughest. It was the toughest matchups.
Okay, okay, okay. Cool. I'm happy to hear that. So I hope to see you on Real again, maybe in some tournament in the future. Maybe Ampere is on June. Did you tell me about it? Something like on June there is a big tournament on Angers again. We can.
Yes, I will be there. I will be in Paris in 15th of March also, and there will be a tournament in Sicilia. I'm not sure.
Sicilia. Yeah,
I will
Sicilia. Yeah, but
Sicilia, yes. Um,
we will see.
and maybe I will take a flight to come if I'm available. It's in the end of April, 29 April, I think.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, we will talk about, and I'm happy that you come on Italy, and so thank you so much for coming and for this interview. I'm very glad to have you, and I hope that it went well, and I hope to find you on Board Game Arena and on Real to play against. I hope one day, and
It will be a pleasure.
yeah.
Thanks for having me again.
Okay, so thank you everyone to listen to the channel, and see you. Bye bye.